All right, what's going on, everyone? It's Dave Moorman, home service business coach, and we want to talk about today the 4 ways of how you can differentiate your business so that you can stand out from that $99 guy, okay? So whether you've got a pressure washing business or window cleaning or even painting or landscaping, there's always those, contractors who come up every spring or summer and kind of underbid people's quotes and end up flooding the market, and some people get really stressed out about this phenomenon. I've been in home services now for 15 years, so we see this literally every spring and summer, so it kind of just turns into more of a comical thing as you end up building a real brand in your business area, okay? So let's just dive in. The 4 big ways how you can do this, okay? So the first one's gonna be, you wanna sell for the long term, okay? We tell our customers that we're interested in creating not just one-time customers, but creating actually clients for life, okay? You wanna talk about your services in a way of it will be you coming back year over year to take care of the maintenance, right? Like for us, we do roof washing, we do house washing, window cleaning, gutter cleaning, we do exterior painting, we do Christmas lights. And so it's a very natural, organic conversation to be able to move and tell a customer, hey, we would love to come back in the spring or come back in the fall or back in the winter. And that's how you really build like a valuable business, is all around LTV, lifetime value of a customer. And this is just something that, the $99 guy is not thinking about. They're just thinking about a one-time transaction. So if you can actually program your clients to really build a long-term relationship with you, not just a one-time transaction, when you go into that initial quote with that mindset, you're going to start to attract really great customers to your business. And if you think about it at a high level, like a 7-figure business, if you're in the cleaning space, is 1,000 customers paying you $1,000 per year, right? Period, end of story. Or if you want to go half of that, even a $500,000 business, you get, 1,000 customers paying you $500 a year. Like, these are not the impossible feats to be had in business. It is like 100% possible. And the beautiful thing is when you get clients recurring year over year, then you don't have to start at 0 every year, right? Us coming into our business this year, we've got a couple thousand clients we can email and call on to book them up in our schedule again. It just happens every single year, which is like a super cool thing, not just for the business owner, but also for the clients. So they don't have to go and get quotes for all these different type of services every single year. So that's the first one, is really look to sell that long-term relationship. Point 2 is going to be all around peace of mind for the client, okay? You want to make it apples to oranges, right? So you want to talk about the insurance your company has, not just from a liability perspective, but also how are your workers actually insured? What is the satisfaction guarantee like, right? Like for us, we're not taking final payment until the customer is 100% satisfied. And we've been able to assert our brand to a position that, for a client to give me $1,000 for something that they're not really happy with, based on my brand I've built and all my Google reviews, I'm not interested in that $1,000 unless that customer is 100% happy. So that's like massive peace of mind for a customer. Really making sure that, the job is done right the first time. We want to have one detailed visit for our technicians going out and make sure that the homeowner is stoked and that we get everything right the first time. And of course, we're not perfect. There's going to be times we forget gear or leave some debris behind or miss a section of the house. Like, these things happen, right? And it's how does your business actually deal with that? Again, differentiates yourself from that $99 guy. When they're done and their truck is packed up and they got paid, like, they're gone, right? Like, you just can't get a hold of them again. And for an affluent homeowner, I can promise you, they're looking for relationship, a schedule, autopilot, things very easy. They're not looking to save a couple $100 to try and beat you up, right? They want to make sure that this thing is set up and that they're going to be able to get their time back and that they have a high level of confidence in dealing with you getting your service done. So that's number 2, is that peace of mind component you want to really convey to your customer in the sales process. 3, this is a huge one, okay? We are living in a day and age where social proof is king, okay? Just use my business again. We've got like over 400 now Google reviews on our Google My Business. For a customer to say, Dave, your quote is 1,000, the other one's 700. Can you work on anything? We don't necessarily need to drop our price because we can just say we are the highest and most reviewed washing company in our area. We've been able to build it that way based on the prices we charge because we know the numbers of our business. A lot of customers will just respect that. Some will go with the one for 700 and that's okay. You need to know that your business is not existing to serve everybody, okay? Your business is put on earth in a specific market for you to be a hero to a very specific type of customer, right? We call those our ideal client avatars. You want to be a hero to them. And that means for 10 estimates that we do in my business, we really only want to book 4 to 5 of them, right? I don't want to book 6 and I don't want to book 3. I want to book 4 to 5. That is the sweet spot where you can maximize your gross profit dollars. Okay, this is what we work in our coaching program, is setting up your pricing book properly so that you can actually have a profitable business that is eventually able to run without you, the business owner. That is the ultimate goal. Push on the social proof, right? Become different in your area by way of how your company is perceived, especially online, because that's where most, homeowners are learning about you now. They talk to their neighbors a little bit, but there's millions of neighbors on Google now, right? So if you can get discovered there, that is prime digital real estate that you want to be owning. So that's the easiest marketing on earth, is go back to your past clients or your jobs coming up this week or this month and get those Google reviews, because they are so extremely precious to your business. And then the final thing is just around mindset with the $99 guy, okay? And that is just to focus on staying in your lane. I think in today's day and age, it's so easy to look what another business is doing, or to, research competition, or be man, why is this person doing it this way? At the end of the day, when I started my washing business, there was about 15 or so other washing businesses on our Google My Business, right? Today, I checked months ago, it's over 100 now, right? So if I spent the last 7 years saying, man, all these people are coming in the space and they're all getting into Christmas lights and pressure washing and they're going to flood the market. If I program my mind for that, I would not be where I am today. Instead, I review who our competitors are one time per year, generally in the first quarter. I go through it. What does their website look like? What do they roughly do? Are they different? How are we different? It's called a SWOT analysis, right? And I learned this in business school. It's very basic. You analyze your company's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and you actually see this competitive matrix in who you're competing against. But I think some contractors spend of a 50-hour work week, 20 hours of their precious time checking out what other companies are doing in their area, and really having this doom and gloom mindset. I think that's completely unnecessary. You should be so focused on your company's KPIs and where you're going this quarter, this month, this week, and today, that you just don't have the time to be scrolling and looking at newest and latest and greatest. Okay, I think non-successful entrepreneurs, I'd say, are very good at getting distracted with what other people are doing, right? I would highly suggest this year you look at leveling up your level of focus by focusing on your own goals. And that should be vision board. That should be your phone background is your vision board and your goals. You should be reviewing your goals on a weekly basis, okay? You only have so much bandwidth in your brain that when you start focusing on other businesses, it's actually an opportunity cost. You're pulling yourself from focusing on your own business. So I would just be focused on branding my business as the premium player in the local area. And over 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons, you're going to start to pull more of this inbound business coming your way by way of the social proof you've built, what other customers are saying about you, how your brand is perceived online. And then you really don't need to worry about a whole bunch of other competitors in your area. I'm not saying go head down in the sand and never care, but I'm saying put the competitive research in a box and revisit that box very seldomly, I would say, because it will drive you crazy and you've got enough goals to be focused on it as a business owner right now. So overall, those are my 4 ways of how you can compete with that $99 guy this year. It is not easy, but at the end of the day, the $99 guy serves a very specific type of customer you can find on a lead generation service or on Craigslist. I'm more interested in playing over here and building a real brand that gets discovered on Google, that has a great converting website, where we have a really good sales process, and we pull in the most affluent clients that want that premium experience, and they're not judging us just based on our price. Because at the end of the day, if price is the most special thing about you, you've done a pretty poor way of differentiating yourself in the local market. And I want to have a business where my clients are loyal to the business I built. They're not loyal to the cheap price that I give them every single year. So thank you so much for tuning in today. It's Dave Moorman, Home Service Business Coach. Go ahead, if you're watching on YouTube, drop a comment below. Tell me your biggest takeaway in this video. And for those of you looking to learn more about how we've helped hundreds of contractors scale up, get off the tools, and build a real business that can run without them, check out the link down below. You can get on a 20-minute, completely free phone call with our team and see what our coaching program is all about. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.